After it's been almost 45 years since the original Halloween came out, Michael Myers is finally about to be laid to rest for realsies. As I just finished watching Halloween Ends, now streaming on Peacock and also playing in theaters. But is this finale to David Gordon Green's H40 trilogy any good? Or is it just going to continue to leave fans divisive, in which case it is? But can I prove they're wrong? Well, watch this spoiler-free review and you'll find out. Big D's Entertainment, Red Geeks and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released slasher flick Halloween Ends, released by Universal along with Miramax and Blumhouse. Once again directed by David Gordon Green, from a script he co-wrote with Danny McBride, Paul Brad Logan, and Chris Bernier, is the sequel to Halloween Kills and 13th overall installment of the Halloween franchise. The final film of this trilogy Blumhouse has been doing, which I've actually read that after this, the rights are going to go back to the Akkad family, or so yes. Yeah, the rights of the film series are going to go back to the Akkads with its producer Malek Akkad, son of the late great Mustafa Akkad. Anyway, now this has Jamie Lee Curtis along with James Hugh Courtney, Andy Machak, and Will Patton back as well. Plus Nick Castle, along with Rohan Campbell added to the group. Now, I'll only give you a little bit of heads up. This is just the beginning. Now, the story starts out a year after the events of Halloween Kills. Oh, but wait a minute, I almost forgot. If you haven't seen my spoiler-free review of that film or my review of its predecessor, go to the playlist of my original Halloween review and rankings playlist. Now, even though I started a redo list, but that's not going to be on there. Go to the original playlist, and that way you can watch my review for Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills in case you might have missed them, or if you'd like to see them again before going into this. Okay, now we can get into this. Now, the film starts out 1 year later after the events of Halloween Kills in 2019, where we encounter one of our main characters, Corey Cunningham, who's taking care of this boy named Jeremy, and, well, locks him in the attic, but apparently, the boy gets killed. But I'm not going to tell you how that goes. That would be spoiling it. Now, but soon he reemerges, and apparently he's about to have an encounter with the boogeyman himself, Michael Myers, who has been in hiding ever since the end of Kills, which continues about 3 years after Corey's, well, little incident. Anyway, now, for the story, I am going to say it's factually okay and what have you. I understand critics are going hard on the story being convoluted and knowing it is a weak finish to this. That's understandable, but from my point of view, I'd say it's not really completely convoluted or what have you. I think it did have a few moments where it just kind of, I don't know. Now, one big surprise was with the character of Allison, once again played by Andy Machak. And believe me, she does an excellent job in this. As much as I liked Jamie Lee Curtis's final performance of Laurie Strode, but I think Malachek's performance of Allison was absolutely superb. Now, James Jude Courtney and Nick Castle once again performed Michael Myers in The Shape. So, they're still good. And Will Patton is back as Deputy Frank Hawkins. And Kyle Richards is back as Lindsay Wallace. So anyway, yeah. Now there will be some surprising one of you. There were some that really kind of surprised me that I just didn't see coming. Well, aside from the first kill, which that was just an unexpected surprise. But well, I really don't want giving y'all details on those because that would ruin the film and what have you. Now, another kind of a bit of a downside I had was how he took care of Michael in the ending and what have you, but I will not spoil it or anything. Just the way they dispose of his body and what have you. I figured they could have done a little bit in a much better way and what have you, but, well, yeah, I kind of feel like they could have taken care of the body a little better and what have you. Let's see. Now for the kills though, I thought, well, there may not be as much as what we got in kills though, but it still had some pretty good ones. Some that I thought were really, whoa. So anyway, yeah. Let's see. And well, I heard from my good friend Ogre Boy 1992, Robbie. I'm gonna bring him up, and he said this is kind of like a like Last Jedi, you know. Yeah, I agree. It is kind of in a way like Last Jedi in ways, but nevertheless, I still find it to be good in some ways. Sure, I know that the story's kind of a little, you know, sorry, it's really hard for me to explain what have you. Like I said, the disposing of Michael Myers should have been done a little better and what have you. Well, the way they took care of the body and what have you, yeah. But I do think the cast was still pretty good in ways, especially Andy Malachek, who was absolutely really good. Now let me see. So anyway, I can't really guarantee where this will wind up, but I still in a way actually liked it in ways. Like I said, it was kind of the story was kind of mixed, kind of a mixed bag and what have you. It kind of does have its moments and what have you, but overall, it did still provide some pretty good performances from the cast, a pretty good set of kills and what have you. Oh yeah, and it's great score done by John Carpenter, along with Cody Carpenter and Daniel Davies, which that was good too. So anyway, I think Halloween Ends isn't as completely terrible, completely, but hey, I'm not going to try and let y'all hate me for this. You be the judge and what have you. I mean, I can understand why everybody has been divisive ever since Halloween 2018, which at first I did like, but it's kind of gone down a little for me. Halloween Kills, after seeing it last year and a few more times, it's still as reasonable as I remember. But Halloween Ends, well, it's as is. But like I said, it could have just used some spin polish on some parts, like including the disposal of Michael Myers' body, you know. Okay? That's all I can tell you. So anyway, Halloween Ends isn't as bad as I thought it would be. And besides that, I know people have been divisive ever since the trailers and what have you. But sometimes I long forget what I've seen in trailers. Once I watch them, then maybe after a while they're like out of here. And I don't remember what I saw. Oh well. So anyway, Halloween Ends, I'd say you should still give it maybe a one-time watch, only if you are a hardcore completionist. But that's all I'm going to tell you. So anyway, so please, again, you people who have been divisive on this, please don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you well, my honest opinion on it, I think it's good in some ways. Not great though, but I think it's in the range of good in some ways. Not great though. So anyway, for my score, I'm gonna give Halloween Ends 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Just a little bit higher than Kills, but hey, that's probably why I'm giving Kills now. So it's kind of a draw. And this film, when 8.5, this will probably make it the second good horror flick I've seen come out this year, aside from The Black Phone. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Halloween Ends? Do you like it or do you hate it? I don't care what y'all say. I'm I'm being generous, okay? So let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned for my next Saturday morning TV log coming up. And possibly later on tomorrow, you will get a new Halloween films ranking. Where will Halloween Ends wind up? I can't guarantee you where if it'll be in the top 5 though. Very unlikely. So anyway, enough said. So let me know what you think of the film. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other films I've reviewed and what have you that are really frightening. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of The Black Phone, which I just mentioned, was a recent hit for Blumhouse. The upper right-hand corner is my review for The Blair Witch Project, or if you would like something different, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my playlist for the Paranormal Activity series, which I've reviewed 6 of the films. The 7th one will be coming up next week. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.